talk about it.
We
Second
definitely got
choice.
to talk about it, man.
You know what I'm saying? People always
Yeah,
want to start businesses,
I always want to start them.
but some people do start businesses and never reach success.
Never reach it.
Never reach the grand opening.
Mm-mm.
Hey, you know what? You know one thing I find funny, bro.
What's that?
It'd be hella funny when people post their articles of incorporation on Facebook. Like, bro,
That's like that
I
ain't even
understand.
half the battle.
I
That ain't even
understand.
half the battle.
I understand you applied for a new business.
Yeah,
They ain't got
and you
nothing to do
excited.
with no income, bro.
Nothing to do with no income. People get excited about
You seen that before though?
the appearance, bruh, bruh. I see it more than you could possibly imagine, and I'm always looking at it, kind of like shaking my head, like, bruh, like, do you know that you ain't even in the game yet?
You paid for that.
Yeah,
You ain't getting no money. You know what I'm saying?
I think what it is, bro. People don't understand that business is about transactions. It's not about ideas. It's not about theories. It's not about none of the things that look good on paper. It's about transactions.
And business is really it's not as easy as people think because you gotta be consistent, bro.
You got to be consistent. You got to show up when you don't feel like it.
Mhm.
You gotta work 24 hours sometimes.
You gotta answer the phone when
You got to
you're
answer
supposed
the
to be spending
phone.
time with somebody else.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, bro, if they really understood what this was, they'd just get them a real good job. I
And
think
entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Jobs is for
it's
most.
not for everybody, bro. It's not for everybody. And I I really believe that more people, if they had clarity on exactly what they wanted to do outside of what they were either peer pressured to do, or they didn't have a clarity to understand what their true skill sets is, a lot of people would just like uncomplicate their lives, get them a great job, invest on the side, and make a ton of money.
Mm.
A lot of people would do that. But because it, it it's weird. It's like two traps on both sides. Like on one side, it's like if you just a employee, that sucks because you will
No
most
growth.
likely, yeah, you will never reach real financial freedom. But if you're on the entrepreneur side, that's a whole job. That's a whole job. And yes, you have unlimited income potential, but you also
Lot of
have
work.
unlimited losses,
Unlimited amount of work.
unlimited amount of work, right? And if you are not a systems person, you gonna die
Make it
early.
harder. Yeah.
You gonna die early. Yo,
So
so uh
entrepreneurship is not even like the more work you do, the more you get paid. It's not even like
no, it's results.
the more
It's
right work
results
you
over
do.
effort.
So really, when it comes to entrepreneurship, is the more right work you do, the more relationships you have, the more networking you do, the more connections you make. That's when you make more money. If you put the
Facts.
work in once you have on it,
Facts.
and you still may
Brother,
not make a lot of money.
you still may not make a lot of money. Cause you gotta learn how to do it, man. Let's roll the intro, man. We got a lot to talk about this morning, man. Yes, indeed, man. That song be jamming, don't
They
it?
do. Y'all just don't know what we be doing in the background.
Facts. We be in here just, you know what I'm saying? I be crip walking and you know what I'm saying? I be doing all of the things,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Good morning, good
Listen,
morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? I'm Neil Parker, real estate investor, entrepreneur out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Investor real estate is 2016. Full-time entrepreneur 2020. Do all things real estate. I'm a contractor. I'm an investor, mentor. My job in the community is to shrink the wealth gap in the Black community. That's what I do, and that's me.
Yes, indeed. Listen, my name is Byron, real estate investor out of Houston, Texas, primarily focused on the wholesale space, do a little bit of creative finance, fix and flip, new construction, new to the build to rent space. Excited about that. Proud member of First Choice Development, where we help investors go from ideas to finished new construction projects. And currently with right now in the queue, we got over $11 million in the queue for new construction development projects, close to 70 houses that we're looking to get built in the next couple of years. So yes, indeed, that's me, man. Man, but we got a lot to talk about this morning, man. I really feel like, man, I'm passionate about this topic this morning. Oh,
What make you so passionate about it?
Because I really feel like I want to give out today as much game as I possibly can for somebody who is either a new entrepreneur, right, who is just getting ready to start, or even an experienced entrepreneur who does not have that clarity of focus, right, in order to make the most amount of money possible. I think they both go hand in hand. What's your thoughts on that?
I agree with that. And we also need to show and talk about the realness.
Yes.
Because you don't really hear the real of entrepreneurship. You just hear the glam of the money. Oh, I get to go on the beach 30 times a year while you at work in a corner desk. That's not always the truth. And sometimes it is that, but it takes a long time to get to that.
Yeah. And even if it don't take a long time, it take a lot of work to get to that. And sometimes it let's be real, sometimes it just take luck, bro.
A lot of people got luck. A lot of people got luck.
Facts. Because at the end of the day, all it takes is, right, and this is another thing, right? A lot of times we beat ourselves up when we're not as successful in business, but a lot of times we just haven't figured out the formula for our success.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. And so how does someone figure out the formula for their success? Because a lot of people think you make the LLC, you know what I'm saying? You post a few times on Facebook.
Yeah.
People just think the money just start coming in, just start flying.
Yeah.
That's far from the truth.
Far from the truth. Far.
So let's talk about it. How do you find that formula that actually works?
So number one, I think the most successful people, and I'm not even speaking of myself, right? I'm not even speaking for myself. The most successful people try a bunch of shit at the beginning, right? And then they fail a bunch. They don't beat themselves up for the failures. And they continue until they find out, whoa, if I just do this and only this and only this, nothing else, I can make this amount of money. Now, I still need all of these other things done, right? But if I just do this, I'm gonna make a lot of money. And that right there, finding that formula, I know for me, was really looking deep into who I was, who I wanted to be, and really assessing what my true skill set is and what it ain't. That's how I found my formula. How did you find your formula?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You don't find your formula overnight. It takes time. So when you find your formula, you got to see what works for you. Well, really, you have to see what the people want, what your customers want.
Facts.
All right. Once I figure out what my customers want, so let's take my Instagram for example. Let's just say my Instagram is a business, which it is. All right. What I like doesn't matter.
Facts.
It's what the people like. The people don't like to see my face on my Instagram. They like to see quotes, right? So if people on my Instagram like to see quotes, I need to stop posting me. No, they don't want to see me. You know what I'm saying? So if I get more interaction, the facts is the facts. If I get more engagement, I get more comments, I get more likes on quotes, I need to post more quotes. Stop posting me. They don't want to see me.
Yeah.
If you want to post yourself so bad, you're gonna make another Instagram and you keep posting yourself all day on that. But
Facts.
if you're trying to grow a business, you have to speak to your customers, see what they want, and give them what they want. Then you got to figure out how can you best give them what they want that it still makes sense for you. Let's just say you got to have the inventory, you got to have the bandwidth to actually produce what they want. And once you give them what they want, how do you put a product behind giving them what they want? And that's how you start making your money. But guess what? Let's just figure out if, all right, you're doing everything they want, you put out the product, and they're not buying the product. Now you got to figure out why aren't you buying the product, or what do you need in the product so you can buy it? You have to keep asking people questions to create the formula that's gonna win. Stop thinking you know what they want. You don't know what they want.
Mm-mm.
If you knew what they want, you wouldn't be right here with us. you would be with Elon Musk and all them and Jeff Bezos. You don't know what they want. Stop it.
Can I add right there? Good morning, y'all.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that people go into business when they first start and they're like, hey, I want to bring this product or service to market, is they're passionate about it. Instead of looking for what the customer's pain point is and then building their packages and services around that. I'm going to repeat that. The pain point. What are they struggling with that they don't want to deal with that you can solve? You are now a solution person. Then you create more products and services that feed that avatar of a person that you're selling to. Once you figure that out, then you'll actually attract the people who need what you have, because not everybody is your customer, but you do need to identify it. So it's okay to test and see what's already out in the market, but then you have to be creative in finding more solutions to help them solve those problems. So I just want to add that little tidbit there.
Absolutely. I would say 100% that. And then also to piggyback just on Ruby and on O, you have to know what the people want and be cool with that. And if you're not cool with that, be cool with the fact that you're not cool with that level of growth. I said something right there.
Yeah. So sometimes you got to stop forcing yourself to do something that you can't. If you know you can't do it, just go find a new business.
Because at the end of the day, business is not. It's so. Here's the thing. That's the reason why I love this quote right here. Oh, this quote right here. It says, "No stingy energy." No stingy energy. What that means is, in a lot of ways, is that we lead with the give, right? Mm-hmm. And when you have a true giving spirit, when you're truly about to give, you don't have a problem finding customers. I'm gonna say this again. Huh?
Most people have a problem with giving, though.
They have a major problem with giving. They have a major.
Entrepreneurs think everything they do is $1, gotta be attached to it.
Gotta be $1, and it gotta be self-serving.
Bro, you know what's crazy? They be having people with no value, no gain. They want to get paid to speak in front of some people. To talk about themselves. Boy, that is crazy, bro. We didn't see it before. You telling your whole story, but you ain't talking about how you getting the money, man.
Facts.
You talking about how you raised, how you had a job. Bro, where the money at? How do we get some money? How we get some money?
How is me listening to this beneficial to me as a listener?
Yeah.
So Doug, what's your thought? Huh? What's your thoughts on this conversation so far? Do you believe that most people who are broke are some of the stingiest people? Let's start there.
Well, I believe that there are certain laws that are immutable. Okay. And when you don't give, you can't get. It's cyclical. All right. So the Bible talks about casting bread on the waters, but they come back to you. the brick on the back. So if you want to, let me give you an example. All right. So I do a show as well. And do you know the shows with the most views are the ones where I highlight somebody else's business? Those are the ones with the most views.
Wow.
Okay.
That's crazy. I'd be like that.
And so I will, and then we make sure that their information is out there and they're getting phone calls and guess what I asked them? What I asked from them? So,
what's that?
Nothing. Nothing. Okay. It doesn't have to come from them. You see, when you put that energy out, it will come back to you. It doesn't have to come from them.
Facts.
When you do something that makes the world better,
facts.
That's energy into the world that comes back to you. And there's plenty of negative energy out there. There's plenty of selfishness out there.
There's a lot of that.
But do you realize that it only takes a small bit of positive energy to counteract a whole lot of negative energy?
Well, I say this. It is an art to giving.
Yeah.
It's an art to giving. My philosophy is and has always been it's two different types of giving, right? So you have giving where I'm just giving to you because you are in a bad situation. Boom, I'm giving it to you. Right? That's one type of give. The other type of give, which I like to participate the most in, is I like to invest give. Key difference. I see O doing something that I feel like is beneficial to himself or his family or whoever, his network, right? I want to bring more to that table.
Let me add more value to it. With nothing.
Let me add more value to that table.
There you go.
Right. And so what happens when you do that and you cultivate relationships like that, it creates what Don was talking about. It creates a circle of energy, but you can't expect to give to a parasite and expect growth from that type of giving. And people get confused. So here's the thing. A parasitic gift, it's nothing wrong with it, because I would equate even giving to like a homeless person, right? That's more of a parasitic give. Nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. But you can't expect that to build your circle, right? You're just sowing goodwill into the world. I do it. Everybody probably has done that. And you're just sowing goodwill. But when you're pouring into a circle, you're building something with your give. And you're becoming more of a resource to the people around you. And when you become a resource to the people around you, they bring resources directly or indirectly.
You're the first thing that come to their mind if they just say they go to a networking event and say, hey, I do this. Oh, shit. I know the perfect person that can use this. Let me call them right now. I do this all the time.
And you never know when it's going to come. You never know when it's going to happen.
Yeah. But I think, Don and Byron, I think the problem is a lot of people don't give because they never see something in return immediately.
A lot of people give to parasites and think that it's the same, and it's not the same. It's a high likelihood if you give to parasitic relationships that you will be depleted. If you give to a certain degree, because that it may not come back, and you're not building anything to build synergistic relationships. And I'm not saying that you have to be strategic with your give. You don't. But what I'm saying is when you pour into people who are pouring into themselves, your fruit will grow. It's kind of like planting seeds in fertile ground. Yeah. If I plant seeds in fertile ground, then it's a higher likelihood that I'm going to see plants sprout as a result. If I pour seeds into unfertile ground, then my efforts can easily be futile or wasted.
I agree with that.
And a lot of us, you know, we don't know the difference between parasitic giving and investment giving to our circle.
I agree with that. Or sometimes people like, I think you pretty much said it. People give into the wrong people, which is the parasites. People don't know the difference between the parasites and giving with the return in the future. So you was talking about it with the dry ground and the ground with nutrients. So
yeah.
Go ahead, Dom, my bad.
No, man, I was just saying that we need to understand how that works, because even the giving can be done in the wrong way. You know,
break it down.
You've heard that it's better to give than to receive.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. You can't give unless you're receiving. Okay. Let's see. For the next 3 minutes, breathe out. For the next 3 minutes, just breathe out without breathing in. Give it a try.
Got to do both.
Might be my last show.
You got to do both. You got to do both. You got to receive in order to give. So it's like this. It's like this. So if I'm just giving, you're talking about, you said you're just giving to, and you're depleting, that doesn't work. So what works is understanding the law of giving and receiving. You have to be willing to receive, and then you have to be open to receiving. Okay. When you are receiving, what's your attitude towards receiving? No, you don't have to. Why you want to block somebody else's blessing? Okay. Listen, I tell this story often. There's a person that's walking down the street. Obviously, he's walking because he can't afford a car. Okay. I offer him a ride. Okay. He says, I got to go across town. He's got $3 to his name. He offers me $2 for my gas. Do I accept the $2?
No.
Think about it. Do I accept the $2? Think about it.
You're taking him to a place where he was going anyway in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I know me personally, I wouldn't take it at $2.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it either. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, you have to take it.
Why is that?
Because he's developing his own cycle of giving and receiving, and you just stopped it.
That's strong right there. That's strong, because
I like that.
Now he's paying it forward by you helping him.
Yes, I am not taking the money because I need the money, or I even want the money. I'm taking the money because he needs to be able
to give.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a fact. I love that. I love the concept of that, because for number one, it establishes the non-entitlement side of receiving, right? So yeah. So at the end of the day, bro, you don't want nobody to be entitled, because entitlement is the worst.
A lot of entitled people, boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And some people, man, the way that they pride is set up, bro, they want to contribute to their own growth. You know what I mean? And I respect that.
Yes,
I respect that.
Can I add right here?
Let's do it.
Like for me, when I first started my business, a lot of my higher clients that didn't just come to me and attract because I just have a good skill. I really just lended my time and my services. You know what I mean? It might have been a smaller project that I was like, I'll go ahead and showcase what I can do. And I just did it. It really just because I wanted them to succeed. And you build a friendship that way too. And I think sometimes people miss that. I'm not saying you got to do everything you do in your business for free. But I am saying if you see a need and you see that you can help a person, leverage that, because everything that I've given, it's always come back to me. I've learned that my skill sets are meant to be giving. You know what I mean? Even if it's not always monetized. So even if I see a person is already moving that way and they just need a little help, sometimes it doesn't have to be anything other than wisdom. Some people, they don't have time to even drop new information on people or to do the research. You see that this person's struggling in something, go find the solution. I think when I first met you guys, I seen that you guys, wanted to do more. You had all these links, but nobody was dropping in the chat. So I just volunteered myself to drop it in the chat. Facts. I was like, well, I want everybody to connect. And eventually, Byron, I don't even think he spoke to me then, but he brought me on stage. He brought me into the conversation. But then he was like, you know what? I need somebody to do notes. I seen it in his stories. So I reached out to Byron and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and see if we can help him with that. We went ahead and took that, and it spun into all of this right now. So the power of just building friendships and meeting a need that they don't even know is a need is an easy way to build friendships. And
that is a fact. That is a figgity fact. And I ain't even think about it like that, but that's exactly the way that went down.
Well, we could break down No Stingy Energy. Yeah. Initially, when it started, it was 6 of us.
Facts.
But not everybody see the long-term vision. I see the long-term vision. What about you, B?
Facts.
And guess what? We've been doing this show for 3 years, early in the morning. That's all we've been doing is giving. And I done made a whole lot of money from the show. How about you, Byron?
Facts.
Facts.
And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see that. They just see, and I got to get up early. I got to talk to these people I don't know. Barely even like them. I don't even like talking. But I see the value. Friendships, relationships, money, wealth, new knowledge, new connections. It gets me to my goal faster than I did before because now I'm meeting all kind of people that have information I don't have. Now I'm getting their numbers. I can call them up, hit them up anytime. We actually become friends. We become business partners. You know what I'm saying? I know Byron got a hell of a business partner just from this.
Facts.
If we would have stopped this in 2021, yes, we may have been successful, but not successful as we are today.
That's facts.
And if you think about it, the NSC roots of Clubhouse, I remember being on Clubhouse and everybody had these big rooms with all these big name people that were already big names. But when I came into No Stingy Energy, it was a different vibe. From jump, we had the DJ going on. Then we had conversations where people that normally didn't get the mic got the mic. You know what I'm saying? And they drop gems all day long. And I think that's where people don't realize that you can do that when you understand the value that you bring. And that is the key to success in any business. You have to know that you're valuable. You have to know that what you bring to the table does matter. And there's somebody that's waiting for you to start. You just got to start. But oftentimes we do get scared. We be like, oh man, it's early in the morning, every day, but the more consistent you are, people do show up. It might not be the numbers all the time, but if you're just doing it for the numbers, then what you doing it for? Because you got to be able to perform for an audience of you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Then other people connect to that. And that's what I learned from being around No Stingy Energy. Like, you know what? I need to be more consistent. I need to show up more. I need to learn more. So, I'll land right there.
Man, we've built so many connections.
A lot of value from this show is tremendous.
Yes.
People are watching. Bro. People are watching you right now, and they because you honor consistency, they show up, but you don't even know that they're watching because they have never contacted you.
Okay? That's a fact.
So how many people have contacted you, says, listen, I've been following you for the last 2 or 3 years, and they just now call?
It'd be like that.
With a hell of connection.
And you never knew it. Yeah. You never knew that they were following you. But you said, oh, look at, this show got 100 views. This show got 1,000 views. This show got 10,000. And the ones that don't get a lot of views may be the ones that the people are watching and they contact you from that, but you still show up because you're committed to something. What are you committed to? Let me ask you. Okay. Let me ask you, O'Neal. Let me ask you, Byron. What are you committed to? What brings you
I
here?
think I'm committed
Good question.
to learning. I'm committed to learning. I want to always be a forever student. I think one thing that I like about No Stingy Energy is I've cultivated. I wouldn't even be developing right now if it wasn't for NSC probably. The information that I've learned just from the people that we've brought in on the show has been life-changing. Because now I have information on how to do it the right way from jump. I would have paid tens of thousands of dollars to get half of the information that we learned here for free just by showing up.
It'd have been hard to find quality good information because you don't know who real these days and who not.
Yeah. And that's another thing that NSC did. It vetted a lot. We exposed a lot of fakers, bro. And what I like about us is we call them out. Yeah, we don't let them hide. We don't let them hide. Yeah, we put them on blast.
You got all these theories. My friend did this, my dad.
Yeah, we ain't too ashamed to put you on blast.
Hey, my auntie did all what you did, brother. That's all we want to hear about.
That spotlight was real.
Oh yeah, we'll make you famous in the wrong ways. You won't like it.
Yeah. But going back to Don's question, man, I learned a lot. Like Byron said, I learned a lot. I learned stuff I never knew about. Things I knew I didn't know, like I didn't want to know it, but I learned it and it helped me. It had value. Met a lot of people. But I think what I'm here for is to add value to people that didn't know where to find the value. Because you got to realize a lot of people don't know a lot of things about life. Like a lot of people don't know about life insurance. A lot of people don't know the importance of life insurance. A lot of people don't really know how to structure a business. A lot of people don't know how to market a business. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. So I've always been a giver since I was young. Like if I know something, I'm going to go tell somebody else. I'm not what you call them people?
A hoarder of information.
I'm not a hoarder of information. So this aligns with me as a person. So I just love it, man.
But wait a second. You're doing a good work, okay? But this has probably never happened to you, but I'm going to ask it anyway. If somebody comes along that believes that you're not doing a good work and just tries to dog you out, has that ever happened to you all? I mean, you're doing a good work and somebody comes along and says, "No, they ain't good," and here's why.
Oh yeah, that happens for sure. I don't think it happened with this show specifically, but
yeah, I'm talking about even personally. Yeah. In the business, what do you do with that?
For sure.
Oh
well,
yeah.
For me, I know what I do, and I'm true with myself. I have accountability. If I know I messed up, man, I'll be the first one to say, "Look, I apologize. I messed up.
Drop the ball."
If I know I did everything that I was supposed to do, and you didn't do the right thing, I'm gonna honestly say, "Look, bro, I can show you what I did. What did you do? I got the receipts of everything, all the value I done gave you. Let me see the receipts of you actually trying, doing something. Then we know. I ain't gonna say I was right, you was wrong, but I did all I could for you. You know what I'm saying? Did you do what you could have do for yourself? Most people don't do the work for themselves. They want other people to do it for them. And once I do that, I feel better than I did before because I know I did everything I could to help.
How about that? Because that's going to happen. You know, you're doing your best. You're doing the thing that you need to do. Because, you know, even in my business, we answer questions about finance people don't even know to ask yet.
And that's what I've learned from you. Like I've employed so many of the things that you teach, Don. It's mind blowing because I don't even view mortgages.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I don't even view those things the same way anymore. Like it's almost kind of like, you know, like when you can't unsee something. Like, I can't unsee how mortgages work.
I'll pull up that Brett whistle so fast, boy. I look at that first payment, that first interest. I said, man, that's all I need to pay is this principal.
Yeah. I don't see it the same way. Even discount points, I don't see those the same way no more.
Yep.
I don't see a lot of that stuff the same way. And so a lot of that just comes from just learning, you know, from you. And so I want to highlight some things. So why, real quick, because I want to pivot to developing a business from scratch. What does that look like? What are we not doing? What questions are we not asking ourselves to find out if we are even built for the business that we are looking to build? Are we asking ourselves the questions? Are we even the person to deliver this product consistently? Like O said earlier, O said that on his Instagram, he knows what people respond to. What happens when you see on your Instagram that people are responding to this specific style of posting? Are you giving them more of what people are liking, or are you just doing whatever the hell you want to do because that's just what make you feel good? What are you doing? See, these are the questions we have to be asking ourselves as new business owners, because that same mindset, the fact that O knows what people are more likely to appreciate, the fact that he knows that lets you know that he's leading, number one, with the give.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's saying to himself, okay, why are people tuning into this? Why aren't they tuning into that? And if I want more people to continue to tune in, what do I need to do? Are we asking ourselves those questions? Right? So developing a business idea is twofold. Who do I want to serve? What idea do I have? And then am I the person to deliver this idea with excellence? Am I that person?
Okay.
And can I be that person consistently? Have we asked ourselves that question? What's your thoughts on that, O?
I agree with that. I agree. And you got to look at the numbers, look at the analytics, and keep it honest with yourself. But I'll say another thing. Before you get to that point, you have to be consistent with whatever you're doing. So, Byron, a lot of people mess up because they post maybe 5 to 10 days and nothing takes off. It may take you 4 months, 5 months before people actually see your page. That's the number one thing. It don't really matter how people react to your stuff when you're building, because a lot of people give up too fast. So let's just say you start a new business and it's selling cars. You've been posting cars for 6 months. You're not getting the interactions that you thought you would get. Now it's time to start trying to figure out, you need to go get some mentorship. You need to start reading the books to see what successful people are doing. How are they posting? They're getting all the interactions. What are they doing to get the feedback that they're getting from the audience? You have to start studying other people. All right, I see they doing this. I see they doing that. I see they putting the captions, the closed captions on their videos. Let me try this to see if it works. You got to start elevating your content to the next level. You can't think you got everything figured out. You keep posting the same thing, and you think it's going to take off. Now you got to start educating yourself where you can make your content better so people can actually look at it. So what that is, people want to post the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's called insanity. People don't want to put money behind their business. That's called stupid. People think they know more than the person they're paying to teach them how to do something to be.
Oh Lord!
Successful. So it has to make sense. You have to want to do the business. You have to want to put money behind yourself, and you have to believe in the person who you're paying. That's how business works.
Facts.
If you know everything,
why are you calling me?
Why did you sign up? If you know everything, why aren't you making money? If you know everything, why are you complaining about the business that you're in?
I'm telling you, man.
That's all it is. Bro, I hate when people pay somebody to learn something and they be like, oh man, I already knew that. No, you didn't.
And even if you did, implementation,
you're not using it. If you did know it, you're not even using it.
Can I add right there?
Yeah.
That's something that happens to me a lot. Like people will pay me and then they disappear. And then I'm like, wait a minute. There's some stuff I got to get from you. And I need you to listen to some things for me. But I think what happens is people hear one thing that the world is doing on social media, but they haven't done the actual research for themselves to see if it's proven, to get those proven results. Because I believe you can post a lot. That doesn't mean you're going to convert sales, especially if you ain't packaged right. Let's start there. There's a lot of people that are posting and you're posting your lifestyle, but you're not necessarily engaging your audience in what you're selling, your business. You're not talking about your business in your captions. You're talking about your cat. You're talking about things that's going on with other people that have nothing to do with your brand. When you change your content to be about what you're actually out here focusing on, the problem, then more people will pay attention to it. But likes don't always convert to sales. So let's make that very clear. You can have 1,000 people looking at you, but you not know that that's not why they're clicking on the link. I've seen this happen with people who build their brand and it's really just their face. It's their lifestyle. But you didn't know that person owned a barbershop because they never posted it. You know what I'm saying? They never said, hey, this is how you cut the hair. You buy these razors. So I think the issue that we have nowadays is not only do people don't want to learn, they don't want to do the research, and they don't want to take the time to test what they just learned. Like it doesn't happen overnight and you go viral. It does take time. It takes the practice. And I think that's what a real entrepreneur needs, is someone who's willing to keep growing. They have what they call that not a fixed mindset, but a growth mindset. They have the will, and they have the will to learn and the will to apply it. Because a lot of people acquire a lot of knowledge, but they never actually put it to work. And then they wonder why their brand is not going. They're just like, oh, I'm going to post. Well, you should post, but then go engage with your actual audience. That means people who actually are looking for what you're selling. Why are you under people's posts that are not caring about what you're talking about? It doesn't make any sense to me. That's wasted time, energy, and comments. Okay. Go find people who are looking for what you want, engage with them, connect with them. People like relatability. They like to connect like that. I've met some of my biggest clients because I supported what they got going on. And then they in turn looked at what I got going on and said, hey, Ruby, I need you. What you got going on? I didn't even know that. See, there's a conversation happening without it being super salesy. They're just exploring because they're curious, because I was curious. Not just I posted.
Love that. Love that. Let's talk about securing the money, securing the finances for this new business idea. What does that look like?
Well, we got to figure out does all business actually need money at this moment?
That's a fact. And then on top of that, if your business do need money, how long can you sustain putting up that money? Let's talk about it.
So let's talk about it. Go ahead, Don.
I just, you've got to be. It's kind of scary if you borrow money to start your business. And so I think that's probably why you say, Byron, you got a strong W-2 job. Okay. Use some of that money to fund your business, get it off the ground, make sure it's making money. Then you can borrow some money. Some people start out borrowing money without having actually created income to pay the money back.
That's tough.
Or
that's what they promote on Instagram too.
No blueprint, no plan. They just jump out there like
this is how you get the bag. This is how you borrow the money. No information on how to pay it back. None. Zero. Zilch.
No proven track record of making money.
I hate to bring it up, but is that hurting or helping our community?
You better believe it's hurting us.
Hurt, bro.
It's hurting us bad.
Because it's promoting a stereotype. It's promoting a stereotype. Remember how we used to laugh at jokes where the jokes where the bill collector will call. Okay, so the comedians talk about how the bill collector calls, and then you pretend like it's not you, or you're not home, or whatever. We borrow the money, but we don't pay it back. Somehow that's funny. No, it ain't funny. It's not.
They got a lot of people do that. Wow.
That's
crazy.
But they do that everywhere, Don. So they even do that in education.
Yeah. So where are you going to get that? When are you going? Listen, when I get the money, you'll get the money. So we have to stop promoting that. So listen, we need to put into part of understanding what you guys are doing is teaching not only getting the money, but the responsibility. Get a product or a business or a service where what Ruby was saying is that it is solving a problem. You are helping a person with their need. Okay. So when you do that and you help enough other people get what they want, you get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about this? Because I'm a firm believer that before you borrow anybody money, I believe you should be able to make money with your business.
Facts.
Without money. I believe, you do have some businesses where you need money to make money, but I'll be honest with you, I think it's fewer than most people want to believe. Because if you don't have the resources to buy the tools or the equipment you need to produce what you need, what's wrong with working for somebody who already has those resources? That way you can get you a head start and then you can start building from there. What's your thoughts on that?
You need the money to scale.
You need the money to scale.
You need the money to
not start.
Not to start.
Not start or figure it out.
Nope.
Let's talk about that.
I think that's the problem. Social media, YouTube, that's all we talking about is money, 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 money this, money that. You don't really hear people talking about actually building the skills of the business that you're trying to do.
Come on.
Most people are not attracted to that. Most people are attracted to the money. So that's all you see now is being promoted is get this money, start your business. Bro, people get that money, they ain't starting no business because they don't know how to do the business.
They don't know how to do the business. They don't have the skills. They haven't developed the skills.
They have no skills. They're interested in the end result, which is the money. The credit cards, lines of credit. Why would I do the business if I got the money?
So let's think about that. Is that moving with stingy energy or no stingy energy?
That's moving with stingy.
Because you just want you want them to get the money, so you receive the benefit from them getting the money, which is the 10%, whatever you get approved for, whatever. You're thinking about yourself. Let me get all these people a bag so I get paid off.
That's how we start hearing about these scammers?
Yeah. I think, Byron, what I see out here is, I think you led with it, the skill set. The time it takes to develop this skill set, people don't want to invest in that. They feel like it's a waste of time. Oh, I can do this because I have knowledge of it. So they go out into the world, and they call them coaches a little bit. I'm not knocking on any coach, but there's a difference between a coach and a consultant. You know what I mean? They go about their days differently. A coach is going to empower you. They're going to be inspiring. That's what we're seeing out here. But a consultant, they got the skill set. They got the knowledge. They're going to go tell you exactly what to do and how to do it. It's it puts it on the person who's wanting to do it. It's not just the consultant. I think too many people rely on social media the wrong way to build their business instead of leveraging skill set. And that's why I like things like YouTube. YouTube is full of creators that are teaching you the step-by-step version. See, people like it quick and easy with a quick 10-second reel. Not every skill that you acquire to gain and scale your business can be taught in 10 seconds. Those are lead magnets that get you to the real deal. That's why I like with No Stingy Energy, we have multiple long formats that really teach people how to take the next step. And that's the problem. We don't want the next step. We want the now I want the money now. And that's the problem. And then they end up with a business that now they've leveraged all this income because they never actually built the blueprint. They never sat down and said, this is what I'm going to do in this quarter. Once I reach this goal, I'm going to do that. Once I have this amount of money, I'm going to go purchase this software, this equipment, so then I can scale and automate my business or whatever you're trying to do, or have other businesses that lead into a business. Some people forget that. So, if that business, if you want a corporate business that takes $1 million to get started, start with a smaller business. It might be you doing your janitorial work, but that business now funds your bigger dream. So you have a goal in mind. So you're not like, oh, I'm just going to get this money from the bank and I'm just going to be bankable. No, make sure your business is profitable too. Okay, because you can get that money and still not be able to pay it back because you haven't figured out how your market is going to take the product or the service.
Well, Don put something in the chat to kind of highlight that. He put the 10,000 hours in there. And why? That's not sexy. See, what Don put in here, he said, put in your 10,000 hours. Let me tell you something about me, and I'm just going to keep it a bean with you.
Talk to us, man.
In my worst year, in real estate, I don't care what's going on. I know I can make 6 figures in real estate.
Worst year, absolutely.
Worst case, everything going wrong, I'm gonna do 6 figures in real estate. Listen, I'm just, and this is not me bragging. I'm not doing none of those. I'm gonna make 6 because what people don't know is what Don put in his chat is I've already put in the 10,000. I understand this stuff deeply. It ain't deep to me. You could call me prepared, unprepared. I understand what you're going because I've done hundreds of transactions, millions of dollars in transactions. I understand it at a deep fundamental level, so deep that it don't matter where you throw me on the planet Earth. I'm doing 6 figures in real estate.
Come on.
Because all the systems are the same.
Bruh, listen. I'm gonna just keep it real with you.
Come on.
I ain't even try hard, but this month, I've done close to 6 figures, right? Just this month in real estate.
Come on.
Not working, like I'm not going hard. Like anybody that know me, that see me on a day-to-day, they know I'm not doing the most. I'm not doing the most. I got several things going on, right? A lot of things going on. But what people don't understand is that at the end of the day, bro, I put in the 10,000 hours.
Right.
You'll look at what I have now. You'll say, oh, he had a 6-figure month or close to a 6-figure month, right? And they think that that's like it just popped up out of the sky and jumped in my lap. No. That's 10,000 hours of ups, downs, failures, learning lessons, problems, getting in and out of crazy situations, bumping my head, right? And then learning, okay, I ain't gonna do that no more. I ain't gonna ever go back that way no more. Okay, let me, I'm not even gonna talk to this person because I know that this person is gonna be toxic. Let me move away from them. Let me go to this title company. 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours when we focus on the skill set. Huh?
A whole lot of bumps and bruises.
Come on, bruh.
So Byron, how did you it sounds like you created an environment where you were able to learn, but also grow at the same time. So how did you fit that into your regular life? Like, what were you doing? Like, if somebody's like, you know what, I really like this, I want to get my 10,000 hours in. How do you fit that into your lifestyle? Because I think that's really what it is people get busy with life, but they don't feel like they got time for some skills.
You gotta commit. You gotta overly commit to it. You gotta block everybody out. You gotta get selfish. See, we flipping it. You gotta get selfish with your time, right? And your energy. And you have to focus that on building self up. Extremely selfish with your time and energy and what you allow yourself to be distracted by.
And then
A lot of people get distracted.
I get distracted.
Oh, I get distracted bad, but I know I put the 10,000 hours too, though. You know what I'm saying? When I first started, there was no distraction. Like even with the kid, I only had one kid at the time, girlfriend, friends, even parents. I'm talking about anything besides my 9-to-5 job in real estate. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
But you got to have that period in your life and your business that you're 100% focused on your business. Like, how do you expect your business to actually become a business if you're distracted by the noise? You're distracted by all the gold, all the shiny objects. You starting a new business today, you're in a whole nother business next week. You gotta stay consistent with the business that you start. You gotta be 100% in. You gotta do this. You gotta wake up thinking about your business. You gotta fall asleep working on your business. All that, you don't hear about that no more.
Yeah.
Like when I first started, bro, I'm talking about I would go to work at 6 a.m. I get up at 6 or 8 p.m. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm writing We Buy Houses signs. I was handwriting letters. I would go to sleep 2:30, 3 o'clock, wake up again at 6, do it all over again the next day.
And like it.
Enjoyed it, bro. I was happy. Excited. And then I would go to work. I would do all my work on real estate at my job, take me a little 2-hour nap, hour-and-a-half nap, and get to it again. But most people ain't finna do that. You gotta, I'm gonna probably work on my business probably 2 hours. I gotta go. It's my best friend's birthday. She's gonna look at me crazy if I don't go to her dinner. Man, that's not your real friend if you say, look, friend, I can't make it to your dinner because I'm focused on this business. If they start tripping, they be like, you're not a real friend. That's not your real friend. I'm sorry. It is what it is. A lot of people are scared about how other people feel about them. I don't care about people feel about me. It is what it is. At the end of the day, are you gonna have me when I fall? Probably not. when the repo man knocking at the door for the callback, will you pay the bill?
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to sacrifice today for the life that you want tomorrow, and a lot of people are not willing to do that. They want the life today with no sacrifice today or tomorrow.
Listen,
that's just real.
Even when things start out going well, they get to the point where they're going well. It will not stay there. It will not stay there. With the things you're doing now and your business is taking off, it's booming, those same things will not work all the time.
Facts.
So the book is called Who Moved My Cheese? Right now, we're going through, somebody moved my cheese. So am I going to go back to the same place where the cheese used to be and try to find more cheese? There's no cheese to be had there.
You know what? I thought about that this morning, Don, and we have a secret group that it's not a secret group, but we have a little chat, and we look at other entrepreneurs in our space, and some entrepreneurs, right? What I've realized, some of them will take massive losses consistently. All you hear about is loss after loss, and you be like, yo, and I think what happens is, right? Here's the thing, though. What I realized in real estate, Don, is that every strategy doesn't work in every market. I'm gonna say this again. Every strategy doesn't work in every market. You need multiple tools. That does not mean you need multiple businesses, but you need multiple tools, because let me tell you something. When the interest rates drop, or when this go this way, or that go that way, or this go this way, this go this way, what was working for you in that period of time may not work going into the next one. So what are you gonna do, entrepreneur?
Come on,
Mr. Real Estate Investor. What are you gonna do? You gonna have to figure out, okay, wait a minute, the lane is switched. Wait a minute, let me see what's going on here. How do I pivot my business or pivot my approach to fit in what I'm looking to get accomplished right now in this market? Because yesterday's market is no longer the same market, right? And therefore, that's why it's important to move with how the market is moving. What's your thoughts on that?
I would like to add on that. So for me, Byron, what I realized is sometimes people forget that there's different vehicles to switch what they're doing, whether that be like, let's say you do a lot of work where it requires a lot of your time being present. People don't think about, oh, well, maybe it's time for me to start working on my evergreen content to where I don't always have to be present. You see what I'm saying? The vehicle did not switch. So you're left out because you're like stressed out. You got all these sales going on, so you're not really growing. I think another thing that people do is they don't make intentional time to learn or to do anything. Like I literally have every day I spend 3 sessions. I try to do 3 sessions, maybe 2 to 3 to 4 hours, where I focus on one area of my business that I either need to improve, I need to become a master of, or I need to do research in. And I think when people do that, they get an opportunity to really see where their skill sets are. So, but without doing that, what ends up happening is you miss out on that opportunity of seeing what the market is doing now, because a lot of people did not pivot during the pandemic. They didn't take the time for the pandemic to really look at what am I good at and what am I not so great at and how can I improve. The market is always going to change. You could be making money one day and not, but if you don't know how to read and start pre-planning, some people are only doing stuff in real time. They're not quarterly planning. They're not making milestones and say, okay, now that we've reached this step, we need to implement this. They're just winging it and just hoping for the best. No, you need to intentionally take time to develop those milestones so then you can understand if the market shifts, you can shift with it. A lot of people lost out on sales because they weren't even able to get online. They didn't know how to get online. So maybe that's a department you need to be thinking about. What happens if the world shuts down? How will that affect my business? How can I do risk management inside of here?
Yeah. You want something?
So it sounds like a lot of people need to put that work in, man.
Listen, folks. We got efforting is not working.
Ooh.
When I put it, if I'm efforting, I'm putting in a lot of effort.
Oh,
but that's not work.
Damn.
Okay.
Ooh.
So listen, there's a big old rock.
You punch somebody in the nose with that one.
Listen, there's a big old rock out in my yard, and I'm pushing on that rock. Okay. And I'm putting in the effort. I'm all day and all night. I'm sweating. I got to drink water. I got to eat food, but that rock doesn't move an inch. I have not worked.
Results.
I have not worked because the rock didn't move, but I put in plenty of effort.
Boy, let me tell you something. That right there has hurt so many entrepreneurs because they will put a lot of effort and time into something that does not produce results. And they're angry about it. They're frustrated about it.
How should they feel about it?
They should feel frustrated about it.
Because a lot of people here listening, they're in that position.
A lot of effort, time, energy. No result.
They went to a lot of events. What you think is the problem, though?
I think everybody knows what the problem is for them. They just don't hit the switch to say and a discipline to make that adjustment. Darby, what's your thoughts on that? What do you think the problem is?
They ain't taking actionable steps. They ain't excited about the process.
They doing the wrong work. They think they're doing work, but they ain't doing the right work.
Listen, man. Y'all bring me back to where everybody was excited about wholesaling. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Everybody was like, oh, yeah, I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm driving right now, driving for Dallas, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't produce no results. They just like to look busy. That's it. They just like to look busy. But ain't none of their actions produce a result. You know what I mean? They paying for the courses. They going to the events or whatever. They just going. I'm networking. They going home doing the same shit. Talking to the same people.
So they just to make content. They ain't making no deal.
They it's wasting, and I be hating it too because you know it's like they be trying to reach out to people, and those are the lazy people. Those are the lazy people, and I'm kind of getting a little ick in me, man, because people be like, oh, you know, you got any JV deals? You know what I'm saying? You got any deals with big JV? I really don't. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes I do, but those people who always looking for deals to JV on, they ain't doing no marketing. They ain't doing no deals themselves. They ain't doing no deals themselves. And those people who just want to start businesses themselves, like just regular traditional businesses, they ain't really doing the work. You know, and I remember everybody was like, especially Max, he said, you got to be obsessed with it. I was happy as hell watching YouTube videos because I'm like, dang, I'm actually doing the work and I'm about to get these results. I was excited about the end result, but I was excited during the process. I was okay with doing the work at night.
The results matters. And it's certain things we can do to produce results. What are some of those things you believe that we can do, particularly in wholesaling, to produce real results?
Be consistent.
I would say for me, find a deal. It looks like a deal. The house, you know, the roof may be messed up. Soon as you get that deal, hand it off to somebody that know what they're doing and say, look, take me through step 1 to 10.
Yep.
Bro, if the wholesale fee is $10,000, bro, give me 3. I'm cool. Just show me how to do it.
Exactly. Exactly.
But most people don't want to do that.
And
bro,
listen, they don't look at it as paying it for. They don't look at it as paying for coaching. You got
they look at it as robbing. You robbing
money. I just paid you $7,000 of money that I didn't have to walk me through how to learn how to do this deal myself. And you know what? I'm gonna do it 2 more times because I want to make sure I get it right.
That's it.
Listen,
that's the best way to learn.
Listen, I got a wholesale deal I'm working on right now. All right, Byron is helping me with it. Okay, he said, okay. I said, Byron, what you need for this? He said, I need this. I said, okay, bet, let's go. So I put in the offer, all right, and it came back. It says, well, somebody else offered us more, okay, but because I've taken the class, I put in the time, I flew to Houston, I've learned some stuff, so I replied. I said, yes, well, this is why we do what we do. We get this offer, but it's contingent upon getting the appraisal and the inspection done. What we don't do is artificially give you a high offer just to bring it back way back down after we get the reports. That person just told me, oh, here's how you get the keys to get in. I just sent that to you, Byron.
I seen that.
Okay, dude, that's how you get the keys. The keys to success. Stop BSing, man. Listen, boy, I can talk about this all day. It's just the simple things. It's the simple things. People want to just get rich quick shit, and it don't work. It don't work. The quicker you get richer, the quicker you get broke.
Oh.
Listen,
it happens too fast and it don't last forever.
Listen, wholesaling is not my business. Okay, that just fell in my lap. All right, this is one of my clients. They wanted to get a quick and easy sale, and they said people are offering us cash offers. I said, oh, they're not trying to buy your house; they're wholesalers. They said, what? What's that?
What is that?
So I had to educate them on what a wholesaler is and what was actually happening. And they said, oh, well, then why don't you do it? I said,
let's go back, Don.
Yeah.
How did you even learn about this in the first place?
Listening to y'all like this, Low Stingy Energy, buying a plane ticket, going to Houston, getting my book, paying for the class. Okay. And that was months ago. All right. Yeah. How did I know I was going to need that information right now?
If you'd never showed up to No Stingy Energy, you'd have never known. You couldn't even help your clients. You'd be like, why are you not selling if they all giving you cash offers? Go ahead and sell it.
I wouldn't know what to tell them. I would know what to do.
But now you got more value because you show up every day.
Just show up.
You put money into learning something new, and now it's coming all the way around, and it's even working with another deal you had with the business, with the building. I don't know if you're still doing it, but it's the same thing.
Still doing that.
You know what I'm saying? So you would have never known how to pitch on the finance if you wouldn't have did the work, if you wouldn't have showed up, paid the flight ticket, paid the money, and actually do the work. So that's how life works. You put the money.
That's the only effort you got to do.
Results show.
That's the only effort you got to do is show up. That's the only effort. That's the only effort. Everything else is actionable steps.
Yeah.
That's it.
I want to dive deep back on that, but I want to give it to Tahita. She asked a powerful question.
Yeah.
Said, what if you don't know your niche? We talked a little bit about this, right? We talked a little bit about this, and I think this is important. I think a lot of people don't spend enough time finding out what is your own, like who are you?
Spend time.
Who do you want to serve? And how do you want to show up in the world? Number one. This is just my personal belief. I believe when you understand who you are and who you want to serve, it makes finding a niche a whole lot easier. Just my opinion, because I believe that in order for you to put in your 10,000 hours, it has to be something that aligns with you on the inside that gives you the motivation to put up to 10,000 hours. Now, some of us are lazy regardless. It could be our niche and we still don't want to do the 10,000 hours. But let's think about this. What am I passionate about? So passionate about right now that I would be willing to put in the 10,000 hours to perfect this skill for free. For free.
I mean, I get excited. I get excited about my business. I get excited about it, and I would talk about it all day and half the night. I will help people. I mean, it's just part of who I am. This is why I'm on the planet, is to do my business. All right. So I hear what you're talking about, Byron. You know, what would I do for free? What gives me motivated? What gets me excited? What gives me energy to share what it is that I have to give to the planet? And that gives me energy.
Yeah. Same for me. Like I can do real estate and not get paid for it. So it's what I truly like and enjoy. I've been wanting to do real estate since I was 12. So if you take the money out, I would do it for free.
I think for me, it's a combination of that, as well as I think in order to discover what your niche is not only what you're passionate about, but also what other people have a problem with. Okay. Because you could be real passionate about something nobody else care about. Okay. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Your passion bringing no
your passion don't bring no income until you solve a problem. So I think, yes, figure out who you are and what you like and what you want to be able to research on your own that you would jump out of the bed and do. But then also, now that you figured it out, now you want to make sure you can attract the tribe to the niche. You know what I mean? Because they're going to be the one that help you fully identify it. Because you can start really broad. Like I can say, hey, I'm in web development, right? But I'm not in any type of web development. You know what I mean? There's full stack developers, there's Wix developers, there's brand specialists. You know what I'm saying? What I was good at was software systems, business management, scaling. You know what I mean? That made me a niche within what I already like to do. So now I focused on that area, which sets me apart, because once you figure out your niche, it's also connected to your own secret sauce. Okay. So you can actually convert sales, because I can't go to everybody else to get that. They could be selling the same thing as me, but because I understand what I'm good at and I do it better than the other person, and I offer more to the other person, they're going to come to me, even though you might have more people over there, but my sauce is different than your sauce because I understand the niche of what I'm doing.
And then when you really want to get fancy with it, you find out that you got problems that come with different price tags. Let's talk about that. You got some problems that come with $10,000 price tags. You got some
time.
problems that come with 20, 30, 40, 50, $70,000 price tags.
People ready to pay it because you.
And people are ready to pay them price tags. And so you got to figure out that price tag, or if it's a lower price tag, what systems you can put in place that make your amount of time investment be, make it make sense to where even if it's a lower price tag, you can duplicate it at a high level, right? Without putting a lot of time. So yeah,
I know. Don found his niche. It's helping people change their life, man. Let's hear from EC how it changed his life and his marriage.
Absolutely.
We need to get like Don.
Yes, indeed.
The bigger the problem you solve, the bigger the payout too, though.
Facts.
Listen to me, y'all. But one of his mentees took us through one of their programs, and I paid off my mortgage. But guess what happened? My marriage went to a whole nother level. And you know why? Because my wife is a security freak. And even when I blew up, my wife would be like, oh, you blew up, but how long is you gonna keep making this kind of money? I was like, I don't know, forever. She's like, you sure? Because I'm gonna keep my license as a nurse just in case you don't. So when I paid the house off, my boy was like, you ain't gotta do that, you can do this. But when I paid the house off using that program, it took the stress level all the way down for my wife because we no longer had a mortgage. Does that make sense? That thing that was coming every month, that was getting on her nerves, we didn't have that no more. And so she was at rest.
There it is. Make sure you go to ice10k.com, get your free savings and earnings report. See, Don turned it into his passion. Passion turned into some income. His income helping people. It all makes sense.
Got folk out here with houses, no mortgage.
Listen, when it comes to that, it's not just throwing a lot of money at the debt. And people watch this video, they'll watch what we have here, and they say, oh, I got it. Do you know how many people call me and say, yeah, I basically understand what you're doing? No, you don't. You only know what I showed you. You only know what you saw on the video, okay?
You only see a little bit.
You only saw a little bit. So what you need to know is what we do is not pay off mortgages fast. We pay them off cheap. How is it that I could spend the least amount of money that's mathematically possible, and interest, so that more money goes to paying off the loan? So it's very complicated, and it's more complicated than you can get in a 15-minute video. People watch these videos on how to do stuff, and then they come back to me and say, listen, we're in trouble now, okay? Because they saw a 15-minute video. And it says, well, Don, your videos are too long. Your videos are an hour and a half. Because it takes time to explain what's really going on. That's why you got in trouble, because you tried to get it from a 15-minute video.
Facts.
So listen, folks, if you want to know what's going on, get that savings report, get into the conversation, and learn what I could not tell you in 15 minutes or even an hour and a half. Learn the rest of the story.
Facts.
Why not get all the sauce?
Yeah, get all the sauce. I just took a class because we needed to pivot. I took a class on how to advertise. And what I'm finding out is I kind of knew it, but I just didn't know it in this way. How to test to find the people who are looking for me. Test little parts of your advertising, little parts of your funnel, and then find a part that works. So, okay, here are all the pain points that I can identify. How do we test that to find out which one right now is getting the most clicks? I've identified that part. Now, am I going to use a video? Am I going to use a still picture? Now I'm going to test that part. I'm going to test each part of it, and then put all the parts that work together. And then when I do that, then I'm going to test that and see how it works. And then I may have to test different configurations. You use small amounts of money, you test until you get the thing right, and then you put it out. So I am going to find the people who are looking for what I have from testing. And I'll tell you all how it works, because I really, once I saw that, I said, oh my gosh, these people got me to spend my money real quick. I said, what did they do in that funnel? What did they do in that funnel to get me to listen? I see a lot of stuff online. I see a lot of stuff online, but in 3 seconds, they got me to spend my money.
Wow.
What did they do? They tested that heck out of that thing. So when it hit my eye, I said, that's it. That's exactly what I've been looking for. Let me spend you know what I spent the money for really is to find out how did they produce that funnel that got me to move to action so quick. And when I found out, Lord have mercy, and they told me piece by piece by piece, every single part of that spoke to you because we tested it first.
That's good stuff.
So they sucked you in.
Listen, man.
That's good stuff. If you tested enough, eventually you're gonna figure it out, though.
Listen, I got to learn that. I got to learn that. So I paid the money, taken the class, and I'm going to learn how to test to find the people who are looking for me, and that makes all the difference in the world.
I love that. I love that.
I have a question, Byron. You know, now that you've tested, right? How do you know if it's working? Because I feel like if you don't see the desired results, people just jump off it immediately. I do believe that there has to be time. So how much of amount of time and effort do I need to put into these failed possibilities of getting it right? Because I feel like that's where people get discouraged at, you know, and they give up in that trial and error stage, and they don't want to keep going. How do you keep going when you keep failing?
Listen, the class that I'm taking now, that they do 24 to 48 hour testing. That's it. 28 to 48 hours. Testing with small amounts of money. Huh?
That's on ads?
Yes. Testing
small stick the most.
Yep. 24 to 48 hours, small amount of money. And then you take those pieces and then you start putting them together. I mean, so you're not out there waiting, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, testing something to see if it's that doesn't work. You find out early.
Because somebody can easily move the cheese.
Are you using any AI tools, anything like that? Are you testing different graphics? Are you doing keyword optimization searches?
All of that.
Are you doing any of that? Because I think people don't even know that stuff is even out there to help them with figuring out what are people clicking on, even just looking at your competition a little bit, especially with like Facebook ads. A lot of people get up there and they're not even setting their target. They don't even know what target to put on the ad. You know what I mean? They're just like, oh, I'm just going to talk to everybody. No, you need to talk to people who are already looking in your direction, which is in your analytics, which is connected to your website, connected to your software system. Those are the places that help you. I wouldn't just say you're just casting, you're doing a calculated risk.
I love remixing the successful competitions version of the ad.
Come on now.
I'm just going to remix what was already working. I'm not going to be thinking that hard. Look, I got stuff to do. I'm going to take what somebody else that's already doing it in the space and I'm going to remix that. That's what I'm doing. I don't know about y'all.
Listen, that's
the way my ego set up, I don't need all of the recognition. I don't need to believe that I didn't figure it out myself. No, I'm just gonna borrow what somebody else doing already, man. We're gonna remix it.
It got my attention. I paid the money. I'm gonna learn how to do it. And then we're gonna do it some more.
That's it.
That's all you gotta do.
See, I have to learn both. Like for me, I had to learn both because I have clients that it's their first time into. They're like, "Hey, Ruby, how are we gonna push this and bring this to market?" I can always say, "Well, I'll remix some of the competition, but I also have a curiosity to research." And I think that's something that when you do have the time to find out more about how you can get better results, because I'm just gonna be honest, a lot of people spend a lot of money in ads, and I'm not saying you ain't making no revenue. You probably are. but you could have been saving some money if you just took some time to research before applying just money. Because I actually have not used a lot of ads in my business, but I used my skill sets. I used what posts. I was strategic about who I posted in front of. So I think you need a combination of both. Yes, study the competition, but also take time to figure out how you can save money, because at the same time, you are competing with other people.
And what Ruby is talking about is the cost of acquiring a customer.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that for a minute. How much does it cost to acquire that customer? Did it cost $80? Did it cost $100? How do you know? Did it cost $2.50? So how much are you spending? How much are you converting? And look at you. These are the type of KPIs that you need to understand. In the, one will put you out of business real quick if your cost to acquiring a customer is too high.
Facts.
That's a fact.
What's your thoughts on that, Darby?
So, I mean, y'all all hitting on great things. My thing is that, yes, find out the cost to acquire a customer, but I think a lot of people who are starting off in business, they think they got to be the biggest and the best at doing it, but they don't understand that there's a lot of copycat businesses out there. Like there's a lawsuit against I think Walgreens sued CVS because wherever Walgreens will put their location, CVS will be within like a half a mile. So
after Walgreens and already paid for all the research and all the
paid for all the research and everything.
That's like McDonald's.
Good spot.
That's like McDonald's and Burger King.
Yeah, McDonald's and Burger King. And look, how many
That's
times have y'all rolled into an intersection and there's like 4 gas stations right there?
Because somebody pay all that research. Because you gotta understand, it costs a lot. It costs businesses a lot of people. Businesses just don't move places.
They don't. They research.
They have to research that stuff. They have to understand if the market is even capable of have the capacity to even deal with their business.
Exactly. So although they lost the lawsuit because they was like, hey, we didn't do anything, but we were just, moving up the block. We see them move up the block, we just moving up the block too. You know what I mean? They spent all that money researching everything, but they try to figure it out, but they can't stop it. Wherever there's a Family Dollar, there's a Dollar Tree or a Dollar General or whatever. So don't be afraid of competition, baby. It's more money out here to get. But the thing is, though, follow somebody else who got successful, and just put your own twist to it.
That's it.
And I think that's the key right there.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a copycat if you're copying the right cat.
But also just, I think where we're moving into, even with like AI, is it's okay to copy people, but also be an innovator. I think it was Madam CJ Walker. That woman basically followed her, but she did not have the same results because she didn't have the same passion driving her business. Because that's another key. You can be the copycat. Understand in 10,000 hours, like she was dedicated to becoming that factory. Girl wasn't. She was dedicated to taking her down. You see the difference? She was dedicated to taking her off the market, and she was dedicated to
but that's a weird motivation. That motivation right there, that motivation rarely wins. You got to be dedicated to providing value to the marketplace instead of trying to destroy somebody else, because that destroys somebody else's energy. Customers gonna feel that.
Yeah, for sure.
You gonna look crazy too.
Yeah,
she was successful. She was successful at her business, but she didn't pop and it didn't resonate at a higher scale because she wasn't the person that really was passionate about it, even though the passion really came from her. So it's okay. I always tell clients, be inspired by people. You know what I mean? Don't just mimic them word by word, because people will also peep you out, and copyright is real. I'm telling you right now.
For sure.
You will be sued.
You gotta copy the right cat correctly.
Yeah.
You gotta do it correctly.
Do it right.
You can't take somebody else's work and put your name on it. Like, I did this. That's plagiarism.
Hey, they got people that do that. That's their whole business model.
For sure. I'm hearing people's courses getting stolen, and they just redoing it. Just put my name on it.
That's different though. That's different because now you taking skill sets that you ain't produced yourself, that's different. But I here's the thing, man. Ain't nothing new under the sun, right? Ideas are trash unless they're implemented. A lot of people get high off of ideas and what they think is possible. That don't mean nothing if you ain't willing to do the work to make it a reality.
At all, man. But you know, go ahead.
I'm trying to see what's your final words, man. This video here gonna be here forever. People gonna click on this. So what would y'all final words be to some people that's trying to start a business? Let's go with Darby, man. What you think? What you got?
Don't be scared of success, because that's gonna hold you back. Be excited during the process, and the results will come. Be consistent, and always be forever student. That's what I got.
What you got, Don?
Listen, you got to be open. You got to be open to learning from somebody else who knows what they're doing. All right. So yeah, am I going to make all the money on this deal, on this wholesale deal? No, I'm not. All right. But is it worth it to bring Byron along and say, listen, let's JV on this deal and you teach me? It's going to be worth it. So bring somebody else along that knows what they're doing, and also know that there's always going to be tuition to be paid. You got to pay some tuition to get to where you're going, whether it's sweat equity or whether it's your cash. You know, find a way to bring somebody else along that can help you to get to where you're going.
Shoot.
Love it.
Ruby, you got something?
I do. Be a rebel with a cause. Okay. Figure out what you're good at and find somebody that you can solve their problem. Make sure that you stay teachable. Okay. Don't be complacent. Just because it's working doesn't mean it's always going to be that way. So always and forever be researching and learning. Be a student of life, be a student of your business, and be a student of your audience, and be a student of your network. Okay. Some of your answers might be hidden in other people if you go talk to them.
Ooh.
And lastly, I would say, be authentic. It's great to be inspired, but take the time, because it feels different when it comes from you, when it comes from your calling, and stay true to yourself. Don't let the audience and the likes fool you. Not everybody's converting. Some people are entertaining. There's a difference.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
What you got, B?
Entertaining.
Man, I'm gonna say, man, make money with your idea before you start trying to go borrow money to build your idea. Make money with your idea. It's a way to make money with your idea, whether that's working with somebody that can help you with that idea, or you actually doing the work, putting in those 10,000 hours to build your idea. Have a proof of concept. And when I say proof of concept, that ain't a proof of idea. A lot of people confuse proof of idea with proof of concept. No, proof of concept is when you've generated income from the ideas in your mind. That's a difference. So I would say make some money with your idea first, then start building a business around what you've already made money on, and start focusing your energy on that and that alone. That's critically important. Make the money first.
I like it.
Okay.
Hey, what I gotta say is, you gotta. So when you start the business with nothing, you got everything to gain. You got nothing to lose. So you got to get in the right rooms as fast as possible. You know, you got to take the business as serious as the money that you want to make. So if they got places where people are meeting, where you want to be like them, you need to go in those rooms. Like if you have nothing, you need to serve your way up to success. Listen, man, I see you got this business. What do you need help with? I don't need no money. I'm just trying to help you be the best person you can be. Basically, when you're helping people reach the success they want to reach, they're going to give you all the game that they have. Because you going in there genuinely trying to help them be better. Go in there, help them out. Don't be the type of person that goes in, help them out, let's just say for 2 weeks, and then you just asking a million questions, and you're not really helping them. You just in the room taking and you ain't giving. If you have nothing, you need to give as much as possible and receive while you're giving. And then you start seeing the results. Then you have to actually implement the work of what you received. So if somebody say, hey man, I see you trying to learn this business. How about you do this, do this, do that? It's your duty to actually do the stuff that they say because they're actually genuinely trying to help you. If you do the work that they told you to do, they will keep helping you. That's how you get mentorship when you ain't got no money. You got to serve your way to that point. If you have no money, that's how you get in the door. I just gave you a gym. That's how you get in the door. It's that simple. That's all you got to do. I did it plenty of times.
If you think about it, you know, Don finna get some free mentorship on this JV deal.
That's it.
And I'm gonna be happy to give it.
That's
because we both winning.
Guess what? A lot of people in this chat, they want to get into real estate. A lot of people in this chat need an extra $5,000 to $10,000. All you got to do is go right around your area. I know you got some beat up houses. Send them to me and Byron. We all gonna make money.
All gonna make money.
Easy work.
It's easy. We can make a whole CRM forum. You can submit your deals in there. We'll take a look at them once a week. We can make some money. We'll take you from step A all the way to step
That's
Z.
a whole lot better than calling me to pick my brain about something you ain't put not 1 ounce of energy into.
I'm all out of brain picking.
How
about we pick through a deal and you get my brain picked and you make some money at the same time? How about that? What's wrong with that?
How about that?
And if it's not a deal, we will tell you, hey, this is not a deal because of this. And your job is to take that information and keep it in your head. And you see a property again, listen with a realtor. That is not a wholesale deal.
I'll be getting
it's that simple. It's that simple. If everybody say we don't work with realtors, do not be that person. Be like, man, I seen them beat up houses listed by realtor. I think it's a deal. Hey, bro, we just told you we don't work with realtors.
We don't.
That's the number one thing.
What,
everybody try to get in real estate. Come up, man. I got this nice deal, man. It's been sitting for 2 years. It's listed with a realtor. I think I should give. You think I should give her a call? First step. I know you don't listen, so I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to do nothing with you. You show me that you don't listen.
Man.
Wow.
Be a good listener, man.
Yeah.
Be a good listener.
That might be the biggest gem here. Be a good listener.
Please do. Because I'm telling you, that is a true waste of my time. You come and you're gonna pay me to mentor you and then not follow the instructions.
Yeah, they know, Don, they know better than you.
I'd rather you not pay me, bring me a JV deal, and then I teach you for free. And you get paid.
Yeah.
Listen, the only person I want to tell more than twice is my daughter. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell
I don't want to do that, Darby. I don't want to do that.
I don't either, but you know, these kids.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you gotta beg for the results over that Darby till it's true, man.
Hey man, I done told you. If I gotta tell you to adopt that, hey man, you gonna get on the block list real quick.
I ain't allowed the kids, boy. You tell them once, after that, come in.
Hey.
Is something wrong?
Yeah. Come here.
Put that tablet down, man.
Am I speaking a different language?
Yeah. You speaking Mandarin over there.
I ain't got no patience for my household. That's it. I ain't got patience for people outside my household, man. Like, come on.
Shit. Yeah, you're right.
I got patience, but it comes with an invoice, okay?
Oh,
hey.
Oh, shit.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
hey,
I got hella patience.
Expensive patience, boy. Let me tell you. Shoot.
Got to be more careful, man. Got to.
Yeah. But man, I hope y'all got a lot of value, especially for the people that's trying to start a new business. I hope y'all didn't realize we didn't mention nothing about no logos, no websites. A lot of people get confused.
Not even an LLC right off the bat.
No.
Business cards.
People be having business cards, the baddest websites.
Oh man,
the baddest
branding.
Ain't made no money.
It look like you done made some money this year. How much you
They got cups. They got the coffee mugs,
T-shirts.
And then it'd be like, man, my business took a loss this year, man. We put a lot of
Oh,
money
really? Oh, really?
Oh,
really? You wouldn't say, Mr.
We
Coffee
ain't making
Mug?
money.
Huh?
I spent $5,000 on get my business right. Structure.
You wouldn't say.
They paid $900 for LLC that only costs $125. Come on, man.
My
Stop
God.
worrying about that. You got to worry about how to actually make money, man.
Blueprint.
Yeah, leave the LLC to the side, man. Learn how to make some money, man. Learn a skill. With that being said, I hope y'all got a lot of value. We out of here, man. Go check out Taskify. Check out, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you're on Facebook, we're on Facebook now. Hit the like button. You can share it. You can join us on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. You can join our community. They got the Legacy, Trailblazer, Visionary. They got 3 different levels. You can go get you some No Stingy Energy gear. We're about to reload that website. Y'all can go catch y'all some.
And we got to get stock now. You know what I mean? We ain't waiting on.
If y'all need some construction needs in Houston, holla at Byron. You need construction needs.
First Choice Development. We get you taken care of.
Holla at me at Elite. We doing stuff the elite way only. If y'all need some real estate education, y'all can holla at me as well. I don't think Byron doing it no more.
We still doing a 2-day. We still doing a 2-day.
That's it.
And we figuring out how we gonna do that.
Yeah. So he's still trying to figure it out.
I'm focusing on development right now, bro. I got over $11 million in projects right now, bro. My time is limited.
That's it.
I got to figure it out.
Hey. So Byron say education not today, but later. Go ahead, Darvin.
Hey, if y'all got anything in North Carolina, Charlotte specifically, please hit me up.
Any deals?
Any deals? And I'm also looking for land, heavy in the land space right now for development. But I'm looking for anything right now. So
there you go.
If you want to learn how to borrow money cheaper to take advantage of the bank before the bank takes advantage of you, ice10k.com. Get a free savings and earnings report. Don't cost you anything to find out how you can beat the bank. Come on now.
That's all you got to do. Take advantage of free opportunities and just listen. We listening is free.
And if you want to automate and scale your business and get online and give your business a home, because if it don't got a home, it's homeless.
Ooh.
Go ahead and click the link in my bio at Ruby Designs Web Consulting Agency. Thank you.
That part.
All right, y'all. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see y'all on Thursday. Peace. What's up, y'all? So most people struggle with sales. A lot of us in real estate, and we struggle with our sales. We struggle with follow-up. We struggle with leads. And we just basically missing out on deals. For me, I just got on Taskify CRM. They send messages out for you. And look, a lot of us have work. When you get off of work, you have hot leads ready for you. Make sure you check out Taskify CRM. I'm telling you, it automatically replies for you. And look, it sends you multiple messages. Like we're talking about drip campaigns, so you're not missing up on the lead follow-up. So make sure you check out Taskify CRM. Use coupon code NOSTINGYENERGY to get 10% off. I'm about to show y'all inside my CRM so I can see how it really works. Make sure y'all check it out. Peace.